Welcome, focused learners. You've put in the hours, you've mastered the fundamentals, and you've successfully completed the Google X Kaggle 5-day AI Agent 5 coding course. Huge congratulations for that. But, the journey isn't quite over yet. Welcome to this explainer, which is basically going to serve as your ultimate step-by-step playbook to conquering the final challenge, the Capstone Hackathon project. We're going to decode exactly what the judges are looking for, how to avoid some of those automatic disqualifications, and the exact process you need to follow to build a winning submission.
Okay, let's dive into this roadmap to victory. We're going to cover the Hackathon challenge, choosing your agent track, core technical requirements, the winning Kaggle Write-up, evaluation and scoring, and finally, the final steps to enter.
Section 1. The Hackathon Challenge. Your quest begins.
Think of this not just as a standard coding assignment, but as your final quest in a live, highly competitive environment. And look, timing is absolutely everything here. The hackathon officially kicked off on June 19th, and the hard deadline for your submission is July 6th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time. Now, a really critical tip if you're coding from India. You've got to account for a 2 to 4 hour time zone difference when you're calculating that final cutoff. Seriously, don't leave your submission to the very last minute. The clock is literally ticking, and every single day counts when you're trying to refine an AI agent.
So, you might be wondering, what's actually at stake here? Well, this brilliantly illustrates it. While there isn't a direct cash prize, the rewards are highly coveted. The top 12 winners overall are going to receive some exclusive Google X Kaggle swags. We're talking official t-shirts, premium water bottles, bags, the whole shebang. But honestly, here's the best part. Even if you don't crack the top 12, every single participant who successfully completes and submits a valid Capstone project gets a Capstone completion certificate. Everyone who crosses that finish line is getting recognized for sure. Section 2. Choose your agent track. Select your arena. Picking the right arena is pretty much your first major strategic decision. You really want a track that fits your own coding strengths and your passions. We've got 4 distinct tracks to choose from. First up is the Agent for Good, which focuses on solving massive problems in areas like healthcare and education. Second is the Agent for Business, where you're building enterprise solutions to drive business growth. Third is the Concern Agent, targeting daily life improvements. And fourth is the Freestyle Agent, which is a totally open category where you can build practically anything you want. And remember, those top 12 winners we just talked about? Well, the math worked out perfectly because the judges are going to select the top 3 submissions from each of these 4 tracks to award that exclusive swag. Let's just take a quick closer look at that third option, the Concern Agent. This is a highly relatable track, and honestly, it's a fantastic place to start brainstorming. You could build a dynamic study planner for students, maybe an automated travel itinerary generator, or even a medication schedule manager. Look for the friction points in your own daily life and just build an AI agent to smooth them out. Section 3. Core Technical Requirements. Equip your weapons. All right, I really need you to pay close attention right now because this is exactly where technical disqualifications happen. You have 6 specific concepts in your technical arsenal, all sourced directly from the course materials. These include implementing a multi-agent system SDK in your code, utilizing an MCP server, demonstrating anti-gravity in your video, building in security features, showing the deployment of your agent, and showcasing specific agent skills through your code or video. Look, a brilliant idea means absolutely nothing if it doesn't utilize these core building blocks to prove your technical maturity to the judges. So, the crucial point is this magic number 3. Out of those 6 technical concepts we just rattled off, your project absolutely must successfully implement at least 3 to even qualify for evaluation. Now, if you can seamlessly integrate all 6, absolutely go for it. More is always better when you're trying to impress judges. But 3 is your absolute, non-negotiable baseline for survival in this hackathon.
Section 4. The winning Kaggle Write-up. Documenting your victory.
Building incredible code is, well, it's really only half the battle. The write-up is your presentation stage. Your submission requires 3 mandatory steps. Step 1 is a detailed analysis write-up, and this is capped strictly at 2,500 words. It needs to include a compelling title, a super clear problem statement, your proposed solution, a breakdown of your architecture, and even some future improvements. Step 2 is your media gallery, and Step 3 requires you to provide the URL to your deployed project or your public GitHub repository, complete with a really high-quality README file.
Let's drill down into that media gallery requirement for a second. You have to include images of your agent in action alongside a public YouTube video explaining your project. Now that video must be 5 minutes or less. Do not exceed this limit. And here's a massive pro tip for winning. Don't just sit there and read your code out loud. Use those 5 minutes to tell a really compelling story about the problem you're solving. And hey, don't sweat it if you aren't a YouTuber. Your channel doesn't need to be professional at all. It just needs to host the public link so the judges can actually view your pitch and your demonstration.
Section 5. Evaluation and Scoring. The judge's rubric.
Now, what's really interesting about this breakdown is that reverse engineering this grading rubric is your true secret to winning. The scoring is split into 3 main pillars. First up is pitch and value, which looks at the strength of your core concept, the quality of your YouTube video, and the clarity of your write-up. Second is your implementation and architecture code. This evaluates how well you use those technical tools we discussed earlier and the overall logic of your system. And finally, documentation. If you know that the judges heavily weight a high-quality GitHub README file under that documentation pillar, you know exactly where to optimize your final hours, right? They are looking holistically at your entire package.
I'm going to be your strict mentor for just a second here and highlight a massive warning straight from the guidelines. Do not include API keys or passwords in your project. Literally, whether it's buried deep in your GitHub code, accidentally flashed in your YouTube video, or pasted somewhere in your write-up. Leaving sensitive keys exposed is a massive pitfall. It demonstrates poor security practices and could completely ruin an otherwise flawless submission. So please triple-check your code before you hit submit.
Section 6. Final steps to enter. Unlock the arena. You have the knowledge, you know the rubric inside and out, so it is officially time to unlock the arena. Head over to the official Kaggle platform page for the AI agent intensive vibe coding capstone right now. Step 1. Literally click the Join Hackathon button. Step 2. Take the time to read through the official rules thoroughly to make sure you haven't missed any minor details. And Step 3. Click I understand and accept to officially register yourself or your team. People have already started submitting their Python-based projects, so this competition is live and moving incredibly fast.
The deadline is approaching fast. The arena is wide open, and those exclusive swags are just waiting for the best developers. So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought to kickstart your journey. Which of the 4 tracks will your AI agent conquer to claim a spot in the top 12? Get out there, start building, and best of luck on your capstone project.